Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. How many legs does a dog have if you call his tail a leg? 4. Saying that a tail is a leg doesn't make it. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. We the people are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. When I do good I feel good, when I do bad I feel bad, and that's my religion. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. My dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of Earth. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts. With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and under the rule of a just God, cannot long retain it. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. I remember my mother's prayers and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly. That some achieve great success, is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. If this is coffee, please bring me some tea, but if this is tea, please bring me some coffee. Discourage litigation. Persuade your neighbors to compromise whenever you can. As a peacemaker, the lawyer has superior opportunity of being a good man. There will still be business enough. The highest art is always the most religious, and the greatest artist is always a devout person. No man is good enough to govern another man without the other's consent. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. I don't know who my grandfather was. I am much more concerned to know what his grandson will be. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.